What's up? Different location, different spot. Just want to hop on here. I was getting ready to do some cross listing and things like that. And then I was thinking, you know what? I should look at like my performance on eBay. I haven't looked at anything on eBay. I haven't looked at my performance or anything like that. And then I also changed my photo station setup for my shoes. I want to show you the difference in pictures. I think they look better for some pictures because of the contrast, but overall, I definitely think it's a better look. But what's up? Welcome in. If you are coming in, you're watching this later, I will not be live Monday. I'll be going to a um, funeral Monday morning, so I will not be doing that. All good, just one of my best friends' mom, stuff like that. Um, but I will be doing a live pack probably Sunday or something like that. Just because I don't want to miss this doing these items that I'm going to be packing over the weekend because there are some really, really unique and good items that you guys should see, especially if you're a new reseller, brands to be on the lookout for. What's up, Felix? This is him. This is him. No, that's what my son would say. You might see my kids come in, by the way, guys, chilling on the couch. What's up, Juliet? Teej. What's up, Teej? All right. So you can hang out, whatever. Um, I'm gonna do some cross listing and stuff, but maybe we should go onto my eBay. I've not been over there. We'll look at how bad of a boy I am. I think I'm not below standard, but just above standard, and the reasons why I'm above standard and not highly effective or whatever. Highly effective is from when you're a teacher. You get highly effective, effective, and non-effective. I was always highly effective, but whatever it is, we'll go over there. What's up, Kentucky? What's up, Brian? Just chilling. Yeah, just chilling. Gonna do some back end stuff, not packing, answering some questions, different time of day, stuff like that. Yeah, that sort of thing. Have my phone over here. Had some good sales last few days. Did another buyout yesterday, which was awesome. So yeah. What's up, Sean? Thanks for coming in. All right, let's look at let's first off look at eBay, the eBay store. So we're going to be coming in here. I'm going to show you guys some things. You can look at your analytics and different things on eBay. And then at Poshmark, eBay is not sponsoring this or even told me to do anything like this. I'm just doing it. And then Nifty can do some stuff on Nifty. eBay. Oh, that's something. Where we go? Okay, eBay. And I can't see the chat right now, but I'll share my screen with you at least. All right, so we're gonna go over to my eBay. Actually, no, we go to sell. So I'm gonna hit the sell tab. And right here, again, I haven't looked in a while, so we're gonna see is your performance. It might or might not be good. Here's this. Let's click on this. Let's see feedback. 99.7. Ooh, look, this is always a good sign. When you have negative feedback and they're 12 months out, which means they're gonna be falling off here soon. But I swear to God, whenever I get um, these falling off, it's like I get a new negative feedback. It's like, no, I gotta wait another 12 months to get them knocked off. You guys know what I mean? But yeah, definitely. I got some neutral, which is fine. I really don't care about negative or neutral. Gotta look at the positives, right? Gotta look at the positives. Be sure to catch up with the chat. Um, let's see. What's up, Carolyn? I've been above standard for for a few months and kind of stopped caring. Yeah, I don't really care. I mean, today's going to be a prime example. I'm going to show you. If you list good items at good prices, it does not matter. With good pictures, I'm telling you right now, it does not matter. I just started listing some of these things from the buyout, and I mean, and they're just going to sell. It's the way it is. They're going to introduce you to below standard as a seller, surfs up eBay. I know. I know. It's so funny. Like, you guys know how I pack, and it's so untraditional and not professional. And like, fold my items, put them in things, and the way I talk, and I'm not like above standard and 100% feedback and all that crap. And I'm gonna go there and be like, hey, y'all chose me. I'm gonna be real in who I am. Good morning, Velvet. What's up? This is a great format. There you go. Yeah, we got a great format. You can see the screen. So if you guys have any other questions about anything, hit me up. Let me know. Sitting on your couch is strange. It feels good though. Let me tell you, Christy, because normally I'm standing up. What's up, Blended? Blended. I have so much cool double RL stuff. Um, just one size too small, unfortunately. I'm on my way to Goodwill with my son. Let's go, Christy. Have fun. Good luck. I did not thrift like at all this week. I didn't. I had no thrifting days. I hit a couple thrift stores as they do, like the post office, the gym, but no thrifting days. Sad. Do do you have an eBay store to see Terapeak? Yeah. How many pieces do you purchase? For the buyout, it was all really nice stuff. I think yesterday, um, uh, 30 pieces of clothing and like six shirts, probably Polo Ralph Lauren, like blazers you've never seen before. Highly, you but yeah, let's go back over to eBay and we'll look how bad of a boy I am. Am I breaking up? My bad, I'm breaking up. Let me see. How about now? I put both my headphones in. Can you hear me now? How's the voice? Otherwise, I can just put it on this and you can hear my kids. All right, let's go over here. Thumbs up or thumbs down on hearing me, guys, before we go over. And I got your monster. Thumbs up, thumbs down on hearing. All right. Okay, now good. All right, so here we go. Feedback. I don't really care. I could care less. Kind of like, I mean, Felix was talking about feedback or on he was talking about seller performance, which we're going to go to that right now. So you go to sell, you go to performance, and you're going to go to seller level. Ugh, what's my okay, above standard. So there's top rated plus, there's top rated, above standard, and below standard. You really want to avoid getting below standard. That's when it's like slap on your wrist. Above standard, fine. So you can see if they evaluated me today. So the past while, 3 months or so, I've been above standard. And this is why. This is the big thing you don't want to do on eBay. They don't give you many chances at all. Defect rate. So transactions that you canceled because they're out of stock, five. Five. That is not good. You have to be less than a percent, less than half of a percent of your sales. So that is why I am. If you're ever wanting to know your seller level, this is where you go. And then you go below and you can see late shipment. I don't have late shipments. Cases closed without seller resolution. Oh boy, I don't even know. I don't even know. See cases. What would this be? American Eagle herringbone without seller resolution? That's weird. I always close cases and give refund. So this might be a buyer that I'm just gonna block. I wonder if it's the same person. DM something supplies. What if it's the same person? It's not. Okay, whatever. We'll go back to it. Back to it. I'll get to your questions. Performance, seller level. Go down here. Cases closed. That's one I need to watch. I have no idea. I've never had that before. So you got to make sure you close your cases. I guess that's just like a return. Make sure you refund them. And then tracking uploaded on time. A lot of times it's not my fault if it's not tracked on time. Like I put it in the post office and then they haven't scanned it yet. I mean, I guess it is my fault because I don't hand it to someone. I just put it in the bin. And then you have to have like all these different transactions. But above standard, that's good. We'll stick with that. We'll stick with that. Ba, 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 ba. Let's see. Mm, having issues learning whatnot seems so hard. Can't figure out how to run an item once you start a show. It's pretty easy. You just click. I wish I could show you right now. I don't have my show set up, but it's really easy to start a show, guys. I'll show you that too. Let's go over. So if you have whatnot, let's just do. I do it from my phone always, but whatnot. Go over here to your thing and shows. Let's see, I haven't done it in a long time. Shows, no. Schedule a show. So let's just do this. Let's talk about whatnot for a second. If you guys are playing on whatnot, you'll schedule a show. You'll do the name and date of the show. You can put a picture of your screenshot on the show, and then you can pick your shipping. So domestic shipping, what I always do is I leave that the same, and then I do ground advantage. Shipping costs. Buyer pays all shipping costs. Um, then I do this one. Buyer pays all shipping costs, I think. I haven't done this a long time. I'm really not the person to be asking. But when you do start your show, there you go over to your items and they'll have it there and you just click start. I'm probably not the best person to ask. I just do it in the moment. 126 offers to send. Yeah, what's that about, Nick? Do I need to go back to my eBay and look at that? Let's see. I never get on my computer to even look at that. There you guys go. Mr. eBay right there. Let's go over and look at eBay. Uh, okay. So sell. Where does it say the offers? Where does it say offers to sell? Da, 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 da. Where did it say that? Was that back? Paid new offer. Where did it say that? Um, send offers eligible. Oh gosh. 126 offers to sell. Okay. Um, edit. No. I guess I could send offers on all these items. What do I do? Send offers. Okay. This is all new to me. You just gotta figure it out. Percent off. We'll do 10% off. Stay in control. These offers for not interested buyers. Okay. Duration. We're not gonna give them a lot of time. We're not what? 7 days? No. Allow counter offers? Sure, I'll allow counter offers. I don't want 7 days. 7 days for an offer? Okay, fine, whatever. Here's your chance to get in at this price. Cool. All right, send offers. Boom. Let's get some sales. Got it. Look at that. Nick, are you so proud of me? Look at that. There's more of that? I can't. Oh my gosh. Okay. I guess I need to do select all listings, bulk edit, come down here, or send offers. I'll see send offers. Mm, actions. No, I don't want to do that. So we'll do it again. Actions, send offers. We'll do 10, 7 days left, counter offers, done. And I think we'll have to do it one more time. Got it. For like 20 something items. Yeah. Boom. Actions, send offers, 10%. Look at me. Aren't you guys proud of me? Look at that. Look at that. Okay. Let's go back to live. Um, you need to start canceling with your research customer asked. Cancel or issue with customer. Okay. You need to start canceling with the reason customer asks and cancel or issue with customer address. That's what I've been doing, Felix, from now on. I do it because the customer asks. So I've been changing that. Um, those were both the same day though. I saw that. They were both on the 10th. So that's super weird. We're going back to the items that I had the cases not closed. I've never had cases not closed. What's up, Oklahoma City, OKC? I'm not mad at you still with the Pacers. How's the Saturday going? It's going well. Thanks, Dora. Morning, morning, morning. It's right in the middle of the active. Got it. I got it. Uh, Levi jeans imitation. Levi jeans imitate or intimidate like Dale Earnhardt. Intimidate me because I'm afraid I'm going to grab the wrong ones. What are the bread and butter Levi's to pick up? Any specific sizes? So let's go check it out. Like I said, this is just a very chilled out. All right, we're gonna come up here. What I like to look at are Levi's um, vintage USA. So that's what I'm looking at. Vintage Levi's USA. We'll come down here to pre-owned. Well, they're all going to be pre-owned, most likely. Sold. And here we go. So we're going to look at different make. We'll look at jeans. Um, jeans. So here we go. Orange tab is what you want to look for. So anytime they have this little orange tab right here, which we can't see on this page, we'll go back over here. Orange tab's one you want to look for. 505. Here, I'll just go here. Levi's vintage 560s. 560s are a good one to look out for. 560s. So you can see 560s, 34, 38. There's nothing that special about these. Look, the black washes are selling pretty well. Um, trying to see original listing. Okay, so here are the 560s. A lot of times you'll see this, it'll look like 550. You just have to make sure it's a 6. These are not made in the USA. These are made in Colombia. But the reason these are popular is because they have this balloon fit. See how it kind of it's ballooned right here through the thighs and the hips, and then it kind of tapers down. This is popular right now. So I'm always picking up 560s. 560s are something I'm always picking up. Levi's 501 USA. Those are always something I'm picking up. 501 USA. So they're made in the USA. I'll show you how to look for that. You're going to look at the tag on the inside right here. And you're going to see that these were made in 1994. So right here, you're going to see 1094. This tells you that they were made in October of 94. Anything in the 90s is made in the USA. And then also another one I look for, I think Levi's 517s are doing well right now. They're more of the boot cut. 517s. Yeah, you can see the boot cuts are doing better, especially the orange tabs. So from the 90s, they're all doing pretty well. We'll go to sold listings. So 517s, 560s, 501s, anything that's made in the USA, even ones I really don't like, 505 USA, they sell pretty well. So 505s with the orange tab, you'll see a lot of 505s with the orange tab. But what I'm not looking for, Levi's men's jeans. So let's look through here and see the ones that are selling for like, let's go back down here. 20. So $20 or less. Here you go. 511. You see them all the time. I do not pick up 511s very often. Look how much they're selling for 501s. And I can tell you right now, these are all, let's look at the tags. This is just a dead giveaway. This one doesn't even show it. This one has 3 pictures. Not great. If you can get these for $1 or 2, great. Hold on a second. We'll go back to where I was going. Here we go. I want to find one with pictures of the actual tag. So the actual tag. Hold on. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. So here's one with the actual tag. So these are 50193s. I actually see these at Ross often. So they're trying to, they're a throwback fit. So like the 1993s, 50193s, these you can find at Ross. I actually just bought a couple pairs in a buyout. They have the big E. It doesn't mean much because they're a throwback. Remember, these are a throwback. Premium quality, but look how much they're sold for. $9.60. 960. And this is what you want to look for. On the hip pocket, if you see this silk tag right here, basically, if you're looking at Levi's and you see this silk tag hanging off the pocket, I just leave them behind. I don't even look at them. I'm paying $7.99. I don't even look at them if they have this silk tag. So if they have the paper tag that says made in the USA, you want it. But this will be on the right hip pocket. The silk tag, I do not pick them up if they have the silk tag. That's me. I don't care what the model is. Silk tag, I don't pick it up. Yes, there's probably that like 0.0001%, but I don't pick them up for $7.99. Hopefully that helps. Let me get rid of some of these, clean it up. Boop. Um, how are you not sending offers automatically? I don't know. I know Nifty does it for me. I don't know. Felix, I don't send offers. Maybe I should. eBay, I hope you're not watching this. The duration means they'll send your offer to the interested buyer for 7 days. Yeah, that's fine. I guess if I'm fine with it today, I just like to have it more of a like an immediate thing. Like if you don't take the offer within the next, 48 hours or 24 hours, you can't have it for that much. I like that like time factor. Auto send offers to interested individuals. Got you. Yeah, I just let Nifty do my offers. We're gonna be over there cross listing. What's up, chemo? Been a minute. I got a what would you do question. I came across a garage sale with authentic authentic youth Nike soccer jerseys and shorts. Messy big names. However, I was worried they were stolen and if eBay ever asked for that. Mm, proof of purchase, my account would be gone. So much money there, it just seemed too high risk. Okay, good question. I don't know if eBay would come after you with something smaller like that. There was one time eBay called me. They called me on the phone, and I might have talked about this before. They were writing pens, and one of my jeweler friends, he owns a jewelry store. Someone traded in like 18 or 20 something of these pens. He had a pen collection, and each one of them sell between like 800 and 1500 used. There are a lot more new, and so he made a deal. I sell them. We'll both invest the money in them, and then I sell them, and we split the profit or whatever it is, whatever we worked out. And eBay called me and said, "How did you get all of these pins?" Um, and so I had to show proof that I got them through this jeweler and everything because they would have suspended my account. I think they did that with Chris from Daily Refinement. But I wouldn't worry about that, Nick, with the kids. I would pick those up, and you can also spread them out, right? So you're picking up those youth clothing, the youth jerseys. You can spread those out. You can sell a few, hold a few until the others sell a few later. It's just probably a red flag if you list it all at one time. And the thing is, what Nick's saying is if you get it from a garage sale, it's hard to show proof. What eBay wants to see is like a receipt or receipts from purchasing them before, but buying them from a garage sale, it's hard. You can't show the proof that you bought it really. Someone created a fake account on my Instagram. I know that stuff happens a lot. I I try to get verified on Instagram, but you have to have like your face or something that has to do with your name on like your driver's license. And mine starts up Fines, which has nothing to do with my name, and it's a picture of my logo. So it's tough for me. On Facebook, I got it. As you can see, I got it verified. Okay, let's go over real quick back to eBay. Let's just make sure everything else looks pretty good. eBay, sell. So we're going in here. Someone wanted to see my store. Karen, was it you? So this is what my store looks like. When you get an eBay store, you have a storefront. So this is what people see. And then they'll see they can go through the different categories and shop. I just don't find that people do that on eBay. Maybe on Depop and other sites. On eBay, it's more of a search engine. They're coming up here. They're searching for, double RL size, extra large flannel shirt. I don't really see people going to shops, selecting on your clothing and whatever. But let's go to men's shoes real quick. And I want to show you a difference in my setup. I just changed it yesterday and just set up some new things. So we're going to go over here to my shoes. Here's my old pictures um, on the wood floor. So the brown, like if you look at a mobile device, this would blend in really, really well. This is the new setup I have. I don't know. The lighting is pretty good over here, but like the whites, that wood is not bad, to be honest. I don't know. What do you guys think? That is totally photo roomed when I practice with that. But like, see these? That blends in. That does not stick out. Um, so I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts on the different backgrounds? Which one do you like better? The white, the white, or the black? So we have these shoes, these shoes, these shoes, these shoes. These are just men's, right? What do you guys think? The white or the hardwood floor? But these are how I take photos of shoes. Feel like I should have more. See all. I'm gonna say I should have more. Here you go. So when you're looking at it on a device, I feel like that's pretty clean. To this tab. It's like that's clean. Much cleaner. Here are the pictures of the shoes I took yesterday. Um, these I did not put a shoe tree in it because I thought it would take away from the silhouette. But what do you guys thoughts? What do you guys think about the shoes? Um, ba, ba, ba. Do you need a store for Terapeak? Is what I'm asking. I don't know, guys. Do you need a store for Terapeak? That's a good question. I should know that, but I don't. I don't. On eBay's version of Terapeak. Thank goodness you're live. I have a question. When you have a chance, yeah, Brandy, ask a question. Hopefully, I can answer. If not, we have a lot of smart people in this chat. I like the wood. I think the wood looks good too. Now that I'm looking at it, I really like the wood for the shoes. Looks classy. All right. And you know what? That's just my lighting in my kitchen. There's no lights over the wood. I literally just put it on the floor in my kitchen and take lights. The only thing is I have to keep my dog away because it wants to play with the shoes. Uh I think the white background for color shoes, but the light white should be the brown background. Okay, got you. Agreed. White looks better. Okay. We're getting like we need to do a poll. White is 10 times better. Brown changes the color of your items. The camera compensates the wrong way. I know, I know. White on the hardwood, brown on the white. Yeah, that's so much extra work though, right? Going from one to the other, but it's really not. I can just make two totes. I just put my shoes in different totes. I mean, I'll show you right now. We can walk around. Okay, so here's what I do. This room's a little bit of a mess, but here's the eBay room, the turn of the century room, right? But here's like my box of shoes. So this is what I do. I put all the shoes in here. Like these need to be going through the washer because they have a little whatever. Like these can be listed right now. These would probably look really good on that wood background. These right here. And then like just random stuff since we're in here. This is an Orvis. These sell really, really well if you find these. Orvis bag. They sell well. Um, what else do I want to show you? This is an Orvis hat. These things do pretty well. But yeah, what do you think? You guys want a little show and tell in here? Let's do a little show and tell. We're chilling. So this right here is Napoleon, and this is like his writing. This is authentic. His writing. It's authenticated on the back, which is kind of cool. And then there's Napoleon in the back. Look at that thing. Little guy. I have some stuff over here. This is kind of cool. I don't know if you guys have seen this. This is a Frank Sinatra. I had it authenticated and graded. Frank Sinatra's autograph right before he became big. This is when he was with Tommy Dorsey. the band in, what was this, 1941, before he got big. That's pretty cool. This is the type of stuff I used to sell all the time. So this is the type of thing I sold. I just thought this was really cool. This sold right here. It's like, I think they call it, is it die cast? This is a unique piece of Lalique. If you guys know Lalique really well, really unique piece of Lalique. The reasons this is unique is because that right there, that stamp on the back of Lalique, that's older. That's an old stamp. Now it's scripted. That is an old stamp from Lalique, so this is an older piece. You can see there's a little chip on the bottom, but that's why this Lalique is more expensive. I've sold so much Lalique in the past, it's ridiculous. What other cool things do I have in here that you guys might want to see? I don't know, just all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. Oh, I used to find this stuff all the time. I loved it. These are called tintypes. A lot of you guys probably know it, but these old tintypes are really neat, especially if you can find ones from the Civil War. They sell super well. So tintypes are always really, really good sellers. And then like this, I love Tiffany a lot. And this is Tiffany Studio. So this is like their glass, and you'll see it on the bottom. You'll say LCT, which stands for Lewis Comfort Tiffany. There we go. LCT, Lewis Comfort Tiffany. So, and the 1284 is the style. So this is a Tiffany bowl. I know it looks a lot like carnival glass or something, or whatever they call it. Not carnival glass. What do they call that? Fenton. It kind of looks like Fenton a little bit, but just because it says Lewis Comfort Tiffany on the bottom, it makes it much more valuable, which is pretty neat. That's it. I have tons of other stuff, but we're not gonna go through it. But that's how I do shoes. That's how I do shoes. And here's another box of shoes. This is the buyout yesterday. Let me show you, like, super nice. So here's a pair of Gucci alligator loafers with the horse bit. Whenever you find shoes like that, they're horse bit. These are Gucci. Really nice Gucci shoes. And then these are like the best boots you can buy. These are Lucchese. Look at that alligator skin. So these are part of the buyout I did yesterday. Lucchese alligator skin boots. And I'll show you what Lucchese looks like. Lucchese. It looks like Lucchese, but Lucchese. See if I can get a better look for you. Sorry guys, this is so impromptu. There it is. You can see that. Lucchese boots. Very expensive. And then some other stuff in there. But yeah, we'll come back in here. That's how I do shoes. You guys want to see some of the other buyout stuff? Here's a Polo Ralph Lauren full linen suit. Full linen suit. Polo Ralph Lauren, heavy leather pants. You do not see those very often. All of this purple label right here. You can see that down there. Whole bunch of purple label. Really good stuff. Western, Polo Ralph Lauren Western. You don't see that very often with the pearl snaps. And you don't see this Polo Sport Sportsman. You don't see that very often, the sportsman kind. So yeah, that's what's up. All right, we'll get back to this. Certain browns get lost in the wood. I agree, on the wood floor in the background. So I think the browns, I need to work on the photos. I think I need to lighten it up a little bit on the floor. I mean, on the white background. Let me see real quick. Like these right here. I think I need to lighten these up a little bit on the aperture or whatever it's called, the color hue. I think that needs to be a little bit lighter. They're a little bit too dark, in my opinion, on those. So, but that's just two whiteboards, guys. I just posted a picture on my Instagram and Facebook on how I do those. Are Lauren Ralph Lauren wool suits, suit jackets worth the pickup? I found some for 60 cents at a rummage sale, so I thought I would risk it. Okay. So this is my thoughts. Lauren Ralph Lauren, especially for men, is not great. It's like other than chaps, it's like the lowest end for Ralph Lauren. And but you can sell the suits between 30, if they're just a regular 42, 44 size, they sell for like 30 to $50 maybe. Uh but if you can find them in bigger sizes like a 52 or 54, you can sell them for a bit more. Especially if you find like a linen silk blend, something like that, or gold buttons. But the thing is, for 60 cents, you're 60 cents into 25 to $30. The only thing is taking photos of suits suck. I hate taking photos of suits. Obviously, I have some right here that I'm gonna have to do. But yeah, 60 cents you're not gonna lose. You're just not gonna lose. If you don't mind taking photos and listing suits, then you're fine. 60 cents is totally fine. Yeah, you can't lose at 60 cents. I mean, you can't buy anything for 60 cents. I think that's fine. That's like most of the time people donate 60 cents. The only thing is, do you want to put the time into listing the suit? I guess is what I'm saying. Have you tried to do white on white? You can't see the white shoes. I have not done white on white. I have not done white on white yet. I don't think so. No, those were all like nice shoe boots, leather shoes from yesterday. I have a white background for my dark shoes and then a black ground. Yeah, so I guess what I could do is just get poster board, or I mean foam board that's like black. I even thought what I could do is just get laminate floor and just put it down there. I might do that. I could just get a little cutout of laminate floor, maybe like a 3 foot by 3 foot, and just put it where you saw. Put it where you saw. Uh, Let me see if I have that picture. I don't know if I might have deleted it already. I think I did. I deleted it. It's on my YouTube. On my go over there. I'll share it with you guys. Facebook. We're chilling, y'all. We're chilling. Check this out real quick. Look at JT over here on Facebook. Look at JT talking about his wife. Look how beautiful JT's wife is. Look at that. All right, so here we go. We're over here. Here's the new setup. So you can see all I did. I just folded up my board, my photo station board. Um, you guys have seen the video on that, and then I just dropped my lights down a little bit, and I just put a couple little boards like that. Boom, and that's how I got those photos. So yeah, I could just buy a piece of laminate flooring, something that looks kind of nice, wood, and just have it down here, and I could change it in and out. Super easy. And the problem a little bit with these right here, um, the dark soles are starting to scuff it up a little bit. So I don't want to have to keep on buying new boards, new boards, new boards. So that might be a project for me to do today. That might be a project. Wood looks classy. It sounds like a what's his name? From Anchorman. Uh, Show and tell. Oh, of all the stuff. Cool beans. Uh, on that Napoleon. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. If you guys want to go back in there, I can show you more later. It's really fun. Like that's my love. I love antiques. I love history. Love collectibles. How long ago did you get the Napoleon? The Napoleon was my dad. My dad bought the big giant painting of Napoleon, and he also bought that smaller Napoleon um, from an estate sale he did. And when we moved him, I moved all his bronze and all his photos, all his paintings. I did all that, not the movers. And I stole that one. I took it to my house because it's so big and that room's tall. And I just told him, I said, Dad, I'm gonna have that in my house. And my dad's kind of like, no, you're not gonna have that at the end of the day. He's like, I want you to have that. That looks good. That looks good in there. So when he comes over, he always comes in and looks at that. And then that Napoleon other piece with the signature, I don't think they go for what you think they do, but it's pretty neat. It's pretty neat. Uh, that boat, the Lalique. I have pieces I don't part with. Yeah, Lalique is very nice. Crystal's so heavy, so nice. I used to sell those items. Now he hoards them. No, I don't. I only keep the best. I only keep the best is what I do. Like the Lalique, I sold tons of Lalique, but that one is old. And the old Lalique, the vintage Lalique, is that 1% that will always hold its value. Good morning, Christy. What's up? Never found Tiffany glass, only gold, silver, sterling. Yes. So Tiffany glass, it's Tiffany Studios. We can do a little lesson here. So we'll talk about it. This is just becoming, y'all, if this might be boring to a lot of you, but this is interesting to me. Okay, so there's Tiffany. Tiffany, there's Tiffany Co. So that's gonna be your bracelets and all that stuff you find at Tiffany. You know, the blue, that right there, Tiffany and Co. But what's older, Tiffany's brother, Louis Comfort Tiffany, I'm pretty sure it was brother, had had Tiffany Studios. Now this is where you're gonna see the old turn of the century and mid-century modern Tiffany Studios. So you've heard of the Tiffany lamps. I actually sold some of these before. This is the Tiffany Studio stuff. This is the good stuff. This collection right here, it's actually at the Met. They have the whole collection at the Met. I've sold some of this before. I actually have one more piece left. But this is Tiffany Studios. Tiffany Studios, they made the glasswork. And I mean, it can go for a ton of money. So Tiffany Studios is the brother, I believe, of Tiffany and Co. But yeah, so there you go. Yeah, this right here. I have this in green. I have this one in green. So that's glass actually right there behind it, and then that's brass right there. It's a whole like ink set. You put inkwell set and like a table set that you would use. But Tiffany Studios is totally different. This will probably, let's see if we can find the mark. It'll be on the brass. It'll be on the brass. Let's see, is it right there? No, I don't know where they have it. Should be on the brass somewhere. Anywho, uh, tu- 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 yeah, right there. There it is. Boop, right there. You can see it. Tiffany Studios, right there. And then also, you want to be looking out for um, Tiffany, uh, Tiffany, the old Tiffany, like antique sterling, like a basket. What basket? So also, if you're looking at sterling silver, you'll see there's some really nice pieces of Tiffany, like this, and on the bottom you'll see Tiffany and Co. So this older Tiffany & Co. stuff sells really well also, Tiffany & Co. So if you ever sell sterling, a lot of people find sterling and they'll just melt it down. But if you find certain marks like Tiffany & Co., it does a lot better. Cartier, all that sort of stuff. All right, let's get back to this. Um, they had 20 black and yellow totes in that office. I know those are all full of stuff, Felix. All those totes are full of winter and fall items, and I'm going to take them to my storage unit, and I'll probably have 40 totes just like that. Mm. On the buyout, it's someone I've worked with in the past. Just really nice clothing, really nice stuff, and there's just people out there that'll buy new stuff, and if you can try to get a hold of them and say, love to buy that, don't donate it, sort of thing, just word of mouth. And then I tell them like, hey, if there's anybody don't let them donate. Just know there's a guy out there that likes to buy that stuff and all that sort of thing. That was an all-star buyout. This was the second buyout of the week. This one was not even as good as the first one. Wife must be loving me right now. No, all that. No. What camera do you use to take photos? I just take my photos all on here, and I'll talk about that on eBay Open. So at the eBay Open at the event, actually, what I'm talking about is mobile listings. So there's a lady and I that are doing them together, and she does all her listings from her computer, and I do all my listing. Do you want to see Shelby? Look, oh, there she goes. Oh, there she goes. There she goes. I do all my listings from my phone. I do everything on my phone. So at the open, I'm gonna talk about how like you can do everything from your phone. You can do it super fast and efficient. You don't have to do it on your desktop. Um, uh, when is the eBay thing in Vegas? Don't want to miss watching you. It's Tony. It is nothing. The eBay virtual. I'm not the one to watch. All the other people, will have really good insights. Plus, you really want to watch the keynotes because I know for a fact there are some things that eBay's changing that will help us. I just can't talk about it. I'm not trying to be that guy. I can't. Hire a cool guy to model your suits. I know. I just have to find the right size. I have a mannequin, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to do all that. Antiques and collectibles first for me, then clothing. Switch to clothing. Hard to find the antiques collectibles. Yep, me too. I can't find that stuff really anymore. Really, really hard to find. What are we doing? What's up, Trisha? We're just in here doing stuff. Not boring at all. I'm being boring. I'm showing some stuff, just talking about all sorts of things, answering questions, talking about antiques collectibles. Sorry about that. Talk away from the clothing. Should have been Elsa Pretty picture, terracotta color, paid $5. There you go. No, that's fine. Hard goods is great. I mean, I know hard goods well, and then I'm with Bearded often when we thrift, and that's all he thrifts. So we talk about all the time. There you go. Yeah, the Windsor or the windows are made by Tiffany. So Tiffany and Co. Tiffany Studios, they're known for making the glass. So they made a ton of stained glass for churches and different things. So a lot of times, what will happen is they'll take the stained glass out and put it in museums and things like that. What phone do I have now? I don't know. It's the latest phone. I get a phone every 2 years, so it's the latest one. It's the one that's out, the newest one that's out now is what I have, and it's good. It's really good. But I'll be honest, the phone that I had 4 years ago was really good. I liked it better than the one I had 2 years ago. This one's okay. It has this little device right here, or this little thing right here you can take photos with. It's like a camera, but I never take photos in this mode. So I actually turn this button off. It's actually pretty annoying because when I'm holding to take my photos, my hand touches this and it changes the color and different thing. It's annoying. So I don't recommend using that part. Old people like to find it easier to type on keyboards slash old head. Yeah, I know. It's total, but that's the thing. There's different ways to do it, right? So we'll talk about this way and that way, which is good. All right, let's get back over to eBay real quick. See if there's anything else we need to look at over at my store. I want to see my performance. What do you guys think my performance has gone up? Summary. Has it gone down? Oh, look at that. Last 31 days, up 22%. I could have told you that I felt like June was slower than July. I felt like June was slower than July. So listings per pal and all that different stuff. But that's good. That's good. So my sales in the last 31 days are up. Um Friday, look at the sales on Friday. Those were good sales. So you can look and see all your sales on every day. Saturday, all those different days, how much you sold. Yesterday, I sold a shirt for $350 that I bought off Whatnot. That was a good day, whatever day that was. But yeah, that's good. Performance, sales, uh, sales. Oh, that's like actual sales. All right, so here good. Average sales price on my items right now. Um, So yeah, there's my ASP, average sales price. So if you want to look for your average sales price, you go on performance, you go to sales, and this will tell you your average sales price on your item. And then also you can see, like, if you want to go to my listings, I don't know if I can do it. I don't know how to do it on here. So here we go. How many listings do I have active right now? 948 active listings. Let's go to active. So this is how you can tell your sell-through rate of your store. 948 active, and then I should say sold. I don't know how to look for sold, but I think I have like 700 and something sold. So not quite 100% sell-through rate on my store. Um, got a portable keyboard for my iPhone. There you go. So much for summer slowdown. Yeah, it, just listing good items. So let's look real quick. Sorry, let's look real quick over at what I sold. You can see I'm gonna pack my stuff later, but this is what I sold in the last few days. As long as you had the right orders, awaiting shipment. So here you go. Double RL shirt, $179 total plus shipping. Here is a Peter Millar suit. This was part of a buyout. This was not. $85. Polo Ralph Lauren pants, $10 or $20. Another suit, Peter Millar suit, $90. The reason I bought it, look at 44T, 44 tall. This one I bought off Whatnot, $350. Bought it for $100. Anyone can buy this off Whatnot. I was not special. I went into Whatnot and bought that for $100. Took a screenshot, Google lensed it, bought it. N Figured out how much it was worth and how rare it was. These Peter Millar suits, I bought these for $10 at my thrift store, these Peter Millar suits. This, I bought it for $5. This, bought it for $5. This, I bought it for $5, Robert Graham. This is part of that buyout, Double RL. Drake's, really good brand to be on the lookout for, part of the buyout, $150. Billy Reed, part of the buyout, $99. Donald Trump tie, a Nifty sale, $16. Bought that at thrift store for $1.99. You can see the photo. I feel like helped sell it. Peter Millar, what are those pants, shorts, $25. But let's look at my old pictures real quick. That's what I wanted to do too. Listings. Look at my look how bad this looks. Look at that wood floor. Like that photo is awful. No wonder no wonder this is not look at that photo with the wood floor. That is not a good photo compared to some of my photos now. Let's look at sold listings. Um, let's see. I thought I had some that like you should just ended. I don't know. Yeah, look how bad these are with the wood floor in the background. Not good. Not good. Look how much better this looks. So much nicer with that background and those lights. Those lights make all the difference in the world, in my opinion. Anyways, geez, Billy Reed is a pickup passing those. Okay, so but that's a special Billy Reed. Let's talk about it. That Billy Reed is a special Billy Reed. That's not just any Billy Reed. I pass on Billy Reed all the time. Da. We're gonna go to listings, orders. There we go. Awaiting shipment. Okay, awaiting shipment. We're gonna go to that Billy Reed right here. This is unique because look at these metal buttons. You haven't seen one like this. This is a heavy denim like shirt. That's that tag you don't see very often. You don't see heavy denim Billy Reed. So this is a unique Billy Reed item. This is like you would find in a Billy Reed store in Manhattan. This is not something you're going to find at like Nordstrom's. Most of the Billy Reed I find does not sell really well. That's not like the normal Billy Reed. Let's go over here. So I need to do, I'm gonna bring over here, we're gonna cross this together. As you know, if you're watching this later on or whatever, I use Nifty and I do all my cross listings. So this is how quick I don't know how you guys do it, but I list all my items on eBay. Right before this, I just like resynced everything. And then I don't even come down here and look at any of this. As long as this is highlighted green, I cross list it. That just tells me that everything's filled out for the most part. So I'm good. I mean, the only thing on Poshmark is, for example, we can come down here on Poshmark, is the original cost, the cost of goods. Like you can put the cost of goods, so it looks like it's a big discount if you want to. I don't even put that. I don't even do that. I don't know if you guys do or not, but just simple cross listing. Oh, now this one on Mercari. You know why this is probably because of size. because this is a 16.5 42. 16.5 42 is kind of like a large medium. So we'll just put like, yeah, there you go, 42, large. And now it will list. So that's your issue sometimes, the hiccup you run into over there. Hold on a second. Get rid of some of this. And if you have more questions, ask. That's why I do it too. What do you list it on eBay too? Um, like that, Trisha, you do it like that too? It's so easy. So easy. All right, question, Dan. Are you cross-listing to Etsy? I use Nifty, but it says I have to set up the sorts of shipping policy or profiles. And when I go to Etsy site, there's no place to set it up. Do you use it? No, so I don't. I do not have my Etsy. So I'm gonna go up here again if you're new to Nifty. Um, Actually, what I just do, I just go to Nifty my account. I don't have Etsy set up because I don't have an Etsy store yet. So I can't answer that question for you. I don't. You just enter in all your information, right? But I don't have Etsy set up. I'm gonna go back to my inventory. Finish cross-listing a couple of these over to Depop. Doubt these would sell on Depop, but I mean, who knows? I'm gonna cross-list them. I don't ever run out of credits. Here's a double RL shirt. Cross-list it, and see how my description is the same for every single item? It's the same for every single item. Look at that. It's the same. It's so bland. It's so, but that's what I'm going to talk about at open. If you want to do speed listing, you don't have to have a crazy description, spend all that time. This is how quick I list to eBay, super duper quick. You see me do it, and I cross list quick. I don't waste any time. I'm just trying to be efficient as I can. There's way too much. We got way too much going on in our lives, guys. Way too much. Uh, Got it. Thank you. So helpful. It's almost like you used to be a teacher or something. Ha 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 ha, Kate. This is your mama, by the way. What's up, yo mama? You already know. We've been teaching. Uh, I have a question. Skincare routine. I go out in the sun and I don't put suntan lotion on. That is probably not a good thing. Actually, I do. When I'm real pasty, I throw like 30 or 50 on because I will burn. Not trying to do that. This is double RL shirt. You can see how let's look at the titles. Someone asked me about the titles the other day, and I'm like, let's see how I do the titles. I guess I do them all the same way. So if you look, I put the brand first. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way. I know tech and sports will talk about like this is what you need to do. I'm just telling you this is what I do. Ralph Lauren, Drake's, Double RL, Double RL, the brand, this Bernard brand, Tory Burch, a free note, Russell, Ralph Lauren, Camper, Ralph Lauren. See, I put the brand first. The only time I don't put the brand first is if it is a new item. So if it's a new item, I don't put the brand first. Let's see if we can find a new item somewhere, like page 7. Ariat, carrots, vintage. There you go. New. I'll put new Echo. So that's what I'll do with some of the new items. Polo. Yeah. So I put brand first. So next time someone asks me that, I'm gonna say, yeah, I know how I do my titles. I do brand first. Look how great, look how good I am. Um, what's OOTD? I'm awful with that sort of thing. What's OOTD? My wife will make fun of me because I don't know that. This brand right here is a really good brand to be able to look up for. Free Note. Free Note, really good brand. It is a Western brand. This all came from the buyout, really high-end stuff. And I paid up for a lot of it because I wanna continue to have a relationship with this person. And so when I did the buyout, what I basically do is just I get everything, I figure out how much I can sell everything for, and then I offer the most I can that makes sense for me and for them. Knowing also that a lot of this stuff is fall and winter, so it'll sit for a while. These my neighbor gave me. She said, "Oh, I never wore these. I never wear these. You can have them. These are just Tory Burch shoes." So these were free. Just because I told my neighbor knows what I do. And I think she said someone gave them to her at work because she works at like a really high end like a finance company or something like that. See, and the outfit of the day, man, this is Lulu. What's up, Shelby? You can't hide. You can't hide. People see you, girl. Look at that. Oh, look at that. What? Lulu, where'd you get it? Hey, do a outfit check. Enter Backstreet Boys. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about that. Oh my gosh. How do you offer a decent price without insulting them? Um, this is how I go about it. And I feel like for people, I told Shelby yesterday I made an offer in this particular lot. I'm like, oh, this is the worst part. I hate it. Like at places where you're never gonna see someone again, like at garage sales or whatever, I don't mind offering low. But when you're talking to someone that you kind of have a relationship with, you feel a little so what I do, I basically come up with the highest I can pay. And like, for example, if I can sell one of those purple label shirts for $70, 75, $80, I'll pay 25 to 30. That's the most I can pay for that shirt. I'm not paying any more. And because I have so many and I got all this good stuff, I will pay a little bit more for items. So I'm paying 25 for that. I offered 25 for each of those purple label shirts. And I just tell the person, I say, "This is the most I can pay." And if they're like, "You could do better," or "I paid so much," I understand, but that's just where the market is, and I can't pay more. I just literally can't pay more. That's what I do. And if I lose the whole deal, I lose the whole deal. I can't get attached to it. I don't want to spend too much money and have too much work and not make a ton of money. Um, yeah. So that's where I'm at. I'm not going to offer $10 a piece for those purple label shirts. Obviously, I love to buy them for $10 a piece, but that's not fair to the person that's selling me the items. One thing that like the news I had to break to this particular person is they had a lot of suits, high end tailored suits. Like I'll show you real quick. Um, Let me put this down and I'll show you the lighting here. See if that helps out with the lighting. Does that help out with the lighting a little bit? Okay, so here we go. This is one of the blazers I bought from him, right? One of the blazers, that's just a little scuff. This is Polo Ralph Lauren, blue label, not Lauren Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren. We're gonna have to do it over here. See, the light's better. Okay, so we can talk about these suits a little bit. So this is Polo Ralph Lauren, blue label, right? Blue label, but it also is 100% cashmere. You don't find 100% cashmere, and it should be made in Italy. Yeah, made in Italy. You're not going to find 100% cashmere made in Italy, blue label Ralph Lauren blazers. I've never found a 100% cashmere blue label blazer that's custom made. This one, this is super, super unique. Look at the tailoring on this blazer. And the reason I'm saying this is because these are really good pieces and you pay a lot of money for them. But with suits and blazers, the resale value is just not there. There's just not a ton of resale value. But this is a Ralph Lauren, again, blue label, Polo Ralph Lauren blue label. This is 100% linen, but check out the pockets. It has this pocket right here that's unique. These pockets are super unique. Right back here, you see the articulated shoulders. You don't see this in suits very often. See, it almost looks like a pleat, but that's articulated. And then on the back, you have this cinched tie right here. You don't see that on blazers. So this is definitely a sporty blazer. This is what polo connoisseurs want to see. This is what they want. So these are the type of suits that I was buying. Um, Here's another one, another Polo Ralph Lauren linen silk blazer. Again, blue label, made in Italy. Blue label, made in Italy. And so, unfortunately, I can't offer a ton. And so, this is when I get into I feel bad for the offers I have to give for those items because you're paying a couple $1,000s for that suit, but the resale value is a couple hundred. So I can only offer 100. Check this one out. Purple label jacket. This is super nice. Purple label jacket. But yeah, so suits are different. Suits are tough. Nice palette on the wall. That's Shelby. I'm not taking any credit for that. Because they paid a lot. They should get near. Yeah. So you deal with that. Luckily, this guy I work with, and another guy I work with, and then some other people that know me know that I give the most I can, and then also realize that they're not going to get as much. But you deal with two people who buy a lot of this stuff. I feel like there are two type of people. There are people that just have two type of people that have a lot of money. One that they don't even want to have you over to sell it to you. They would just say, "Go donate it." I don't want to sell. I don't care. I don't want to deal with the time. Go donate it. What's up, buddy? Going fishing? Good luck. Want to say hi to the world? J-Mill, real quick. Oh, stuck. Got him. Got him. Um, so the people who don't even want to donate it or don't even want you to sell it, they just want to donate. They want it out. That's the stuff we find at the thrift store. They just want it out. They don't care. They want to have a garage sale. They don't want to deal with people. And then they have people that are like, okay, I spent a lot of money. I've worked hard my entire life. Hey, JMO, Paxton's at the front door. Paxton's at the front door. People who spend a lot of money and they will sell it to you. Two types of people. Now that I'm going to go back, see some of my old listings and check photos. Um, Maybe some are worth retaking. Dora, all my photos. I mean, honestly, what I could do for the next 2 months, shoot. Okay, so if I really wanted to, guys, and you don't spend money, right? What I end up finding is I thrift, I relist, I thrift, but I always have my credit card bill from thrifting because I'm constantly thrifting. So I'm getting my payment out from eBay and Poshmark and my other places, and then I'm paying off my credit card. But if you just stay at home for a couple weeks and do like what you said, Dora, take photos again, list the items. You're going to sell so much, and then you're not going to have that credit. At least for me, that credit card bill. So it'll feel good stacking that money. But I could retake photos for the next month and start listing all those items. I mean, I have totes in there full of stuff that I could take photos of. That would be a good use of my time. But again, I really enjoy like part of the enjoyment of this is thrifting here and there. It fulfills me. Plus, I like to make content for you guys. Um, they probably understand their options are donate, put to work, and to sell themselves or sell to you for a price offer. Yeah, for sure. And also make connections. Like this guy is, we just talk for hours. Just really smart people. I like being around entrepreneurs. All right, let's go back over real quick. Let's finish cross listing some stuff. Hey guys, if you have any other questions, ask it. Usually in the mornings when we're packing stuff. This is a brand I've never found before. I have found camper shoes, but these are some weird sneakers. I never found them before. I found them on the thrift trip to Ohio, and they sold for pretty good money. I would, if it wasn't for Google Lens, I wouldn't have even looked at these. They look like something that is sold on a street corner, but they sell for quite a bit of money. See, I priced them at 170. These I bought for $30, 29.99 at Dayton or Cincinnati, one of the two. Yeah, see, like this black, this is awful. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do my blacks. I think I'm gonna go get some sort of laminate flooring. See how bad that black looks? That is awful. You can't even see the shoe. Even that brown is not good. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna have to change some things with my phone. Yesterday was my first day doing it on this background with the white. That is not a good look. Definitely good contrast, but you can't even see the shoe. So that's not good. That's not gonna help sell that item, especially someone on mobile trying to get through it really quick. It's not gonna work. I'm surprised this brand, it's not a super expensive brand, but it's going through all these really quickly, so that's easy. Let's see real quick. Let's see how many offers been sent out today. Okay, decent amount of offers. See 21 offers. I'm doing 10% on all of these right now, by the way. So sending out offers, good deal. But if someone watching this later, if you're new to Nifty, I'll put a link down there. You guys know I always do that. I'll put a link if you want to give it a shot. Free trial. You're watching me in real time, just cross list, and does all that stuff for you, as you know. You can get a free trial using that. And also has like your analytics. So we'll take over, look at the insights. Look how eBay just dominates. eBay just dominates the other. I just am not great at these other platforms. Yeah, just crazy. Look, pants are starting to come in. Does that say, what does that say? Activewear? Okay, I thought it said sweaters. But yeah, Vineyard Vines? What? Nike, Ralph Lauren, and Polo Ralph Lauren. Look at that. And then Lululemon. That's kind of crazy. Wonder what it looks like for the last 3 months. What is it? Ralph Lauren, and look at that. Both of those. Polo Ralph Lauren, Ralph Lauren. Peter Millar, Nike, Vineyard Vines. That kind of makes sense for being the summer. But those are brands like Nike. How many of you guys pick up Nike? How many of you guys pick up Nike? Like, not many. I know KOA doesn't ever talk about Nike. I don't think he even picks up Nike. And it might be because it's too expensive where he lives. But yeah. But no, let's go back over there. I went to an estate sale yesterday. We'll post the video this weekend. Found vintage, large size kids ski suit from the 70s and 80s. Literally never worn. Ooh, that kid stuff is super nice. People love it. That this brand I'm not even going to pronounce, but it's so good. Button down shirts. Okay, it's probably linen, my guess, right? Not familiar with the brand. Do you see a lot of fakes with this brand? I don't, but let's look it up real quick. So this brand, we'll go to eBay. Oh man, Mensville. There it is, right there. So you mostly see swim trunks by this brand, is what you see. But there are shirts. Most of the time, they're linen. Linen. Here's a polo. So without even looking at sold listings, you can see how much you're looking at to get out of these items. The linen shirts are what I found in the past. They sell okay, and you're not going to find fake ones. But this is what you're these are your competitors. So you're looking at like 25, $30, something like that. If you take a better picture, that's a cool picture. It's probably one of those AI pictures that you take a picture and it throws it on somebody. That's a pretty good picture right there. Let's see what they sell for. It's a really good brand, by the way. Is that mine? No, that's not mine. No. Yeah, so here you go. 47. That's a great picture. 29. Look at the different. I mean, this different color blues, but what a great picture. Polo, 34 with bids. So if it's 34 with bids and mine's blue, I'd probably price mine at like 44.99, 47.99, or best offer. 59 49.99 or best offer, something like that. New one for $90. So yeah, it's a really good brand. No, they do not make fake ones. I don't think they'd ever make fake ones. I'm a stat nerd. Would love to see a stat showing people shopping eBay versus on mobile versus PC. Well, that's funny you asked that because I was going to put that in my slide for eBay Open the other day, but they said, "Where did you get that stat?" Um, people, people, I was over 60% shopping eBay on mobile versus computer. And it asks AI. Oh, whoops. There we go. Uh, you increase it, percent. Let's do percent. So here you go. Specifically, over 50% of eBay traffic comes from mobile users, according to ChargeFlow. That wasn't a good enough source for me to put in my slide. So over 50% of people are shopping on their mobile devices now. So that's why I talk about how important it is for when you're on eBay to have really good photos right there on your cover. Your cover photos have to be really good um, on eBay. Your thumbnail photos. Can I send a pic to you of it? It's branded in 3 spots. Yeah, send it to me. Send it on IG. We'll look at it together. Send it on Instagram. We'll look at it together. Facebook, I won't be able to see it. Uh, what's up, Obaz? What's up, Obaz? Been a minute. Love when you come in. Thanks for popping in. That's my picture, the blue one. Is it? Let's go back. Mm, 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 mm. The, there's two blue ones. That's a good picture right there. That's a really good picture, and it sold. I mean, look at the. Other than the hue of blue, which who knows, that could be the same color. You guys know how blues come out in your camera. Look, that one got a lot more money from that blue. There you go. There's another blue one, 35. That's a good picture. This is not a great picture, in my opinion. This is an awful picture. Even this, they put it on a mannequin. I just don't feel like the color, like, it's a good brand, and the thing is, it's a good brand, and if you price it right, these will still sell with these pictures. These will still sell with these pictures. But if you made these pictures a little bit better, you'll get a little bit more money. But I get it. If you're in a hurry and you want to get through items really, really quickly, it's a good brand. It will sell itself. Okay. So it's this brand right here. It's at a good price. It's blue. I'll pick it up for cheaper than the one with the good picture. So that's something to think about too. Let's go back over, finish doing. Da, da, da. Love the brand. The brand is great. In fact, one time I sold Bretling, Brett. I don't even. I forget how to spell Bretling. Um, Bretling. Swim. I'll just put swim trunks. We'll see which ones sell the highest for the most. One time I sold a pair of Bretling. I think I sold them for $300. Bretling's a high-end watch company, and so they had like a collab. Here's a unique one, unique one, unique one. Yeah, so look at all these limited edition ones. If you can find limited edition ones, look how much you're selling them for. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Does it say Moulin Rouge? Yeah, so if you find ones that are unique and are limited edition, you're doing real well. Look at these swim trunks. So well, I know they're new, but used, I mean, they still sell for a ton of money. But again, this is a brand I feel like is going to be in and out. This brand's going to be out here in just a couple of years, couple 3 years. This brand's not going to come in near the money. There's going to be a new swim trunk brand that is more popular. Brett Lane, there you go. That's how you do it. Yeah, yeah, that looks right with an eye. Let's go back over here real quick. Let me finish this stuff. If you guys have any other questions, ask me along the way. Where am I going? Oh, Nifty. Over. Come on, internet. What's you doing? My internet's being slow. Probably gonna lose you guys. Am I losing you guys? Oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Inventory. Back to cross listing some of this stuff. So this is stuff I listed last night. Drake's really good brand to be able to look up for. Dress shirts. Obviously, this is the brand. This is a brand that the thrift stores will not know. Drake's. They're London. You'll find them in shoes. You'll find them in jeans. They're a clother, and they also have shoes. They make really good, really high end, really nice quality items. Drakes. And these are Polo Ralph Lauren. Look how much I'm selling these for. Not a lot of money. These Ralph Lauren. Ralph Lauren shoes, unless they're like Purple Label, they don't sell for a ton of money. Just for the record. So when you're out there looking, if you find them and they're leather, they still sell. They're good, but don't expect to get like hundreds of dollars for them. It's not gonna happen. Another pair of those a weird brand right there. And this is nice, so I don't even have to go through. I don't ever take the time to go through and do any of this crap. I just cross list it. But I did tell Neha what I think would be neat, which is the owner of Nifty. Just have a little button where it will just automatically cross list to all of them. Just button and it'll cross list. She's like, will people want that? I'm like, yeah, here's Purple Label right here. Will people want that? I said, yeah, I would use it all the time. She hasn't done it yet, but I would love that. Just cross list all to all of them. And if it doesn't work, it'll let you know, like, hey, on this one you have to put in the size. Okay, I can do that. No big deal. But yeah, these are Purple Label. Hopefully get these sold quick. These are swims, really good brand to be on the lookout for, because you can usually find them cheap. They're little loafers that you can wear them like in the water. They're like deck shoes. See how they have that little perforation in there? And they're like a mesh. Swims are a good little brand to be on the lookout for. These I just bought at the thrift store for probably like $5 or $6. But swims, I've sold a lot of these. Again, another brand. I'm kind of like those melon hats. I think they're popular now. Here in about 3 years, they're not going to be as popular. Double RL shirt, not much. Actually, this one I bought for myself online. I never wore it, and so I'm selling it. It's linen. I don't like the feel of linen. I know a lot of people like linen, but I don't like the feel of it. Make sure I answer your guys' questions as they come. The ties are awesome too in Drake's. Yes. Really find those. I've never found a Drake's tie. I've never found a Drake's tie. Drake's is a good brand in ties. Drake's is just a really good brand. In fact, you saw on my eBay, I already sold one of the shirts. So I already sold a shirt, I think, for 130. This one I have an offer right now on eBay for this shirt. $79.99 for this chambray, whatever it is, chambray double RL short sleeve shirt. I think $79.99 is a very fair price. The lowest I take is probably 75, 72, something like that. I'm not taking less. The person offered me. We'll see the offer. So that's all. That's all done. Let's go over to eBay real quick. One offer. See what they offered me. $50 counter offer. How much do I have it priced at? 70. I'll do 73. But yeah, I just listed this. I never did. I've never seen this page. Guys, honestly, swear to God, I've never seen this page in my life. I have never in my life seen this page. I've never seen this page. I always do it for my phone, never on my desktop. Promise you. That crazy or is that crazy? We don't have time for crap. No, we don't. We just don't have time for it. I appreciate you consistently recommending Nifty. I ended up pulling the trigger on the $70 a month plan and a bunch of stuff that had been sitting and boom, they sold in the past 3 months. Nifty is already worth it. I know, and I know I understand it. I get it because there are resellers I follow that push like join my Discord, join my Discord, join my Discord. It costs $30. I get that. Like I understand they're trying to make money and they're also providing a lot of knowledge for people. I know I get a kickback from Nifty, but it is a game changer. I would not recommend anything unless it makes people money. Like those lights that I bought, those lights are the bomb. They're I would recommend them to anybody. They're awesome. And I have people that message me. How much time do you spend in each thrift store? Do you go and how much do you hit a day? And you only look at men's. So good question. Here in Indy, I know the thrift store as well because I don't have anything right here, but they have the tags that they're colored. And I know every week which tag they put out. So literally, like right now, I'll go to the thrift store that I've been to 3 times, maybe or 2 times this week. And I'll look for just black tags. Black tags are the tags that they brought out this week. And then next week they'll start putting out on Sunday, on Monday they'll start putting out, let's say, green. So I'm only look at green tags. So I can go through the thrift store really quickly. And the way I do it is I go in, I look at the new carts, then I'll look at jackets, and then I'll look at the more expensive items. So I'll look at shoes, jeans, pants, long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts, and then at the end I'll look at like blazers and suits. I'll look at ties. I'll go over to the hard goods, do a stroll through the hard goods. Sometimes, if it's earlier in the week and there's not a ton of the new color out, I'll go through the women's section jeans. And I'll look through the women's jeans real quick to see if I can find any mother, like dojo jeans, stuff like that. Huh? Who's we? Okay, did you catch anything? No? You both got one? Uh, yeah, just look at the fresh tags. But when I went to Cincinnati, I didn't have that opportunity because all the tags in Cincinnati are just they're like they don't put a price tag. It was just like a pull tag, right? The little pull tag. They had like a little black skinny pull tag, and green, red. So it's tough to see in Cincinnati I had to go through really quick the men's section. So it took me a little bit longer, but I could go through quick. And you know brands after a while, but then you feel like those Drake shirts, they feel really good. If I would have found, oh, Drake's, I'd never heard of that before. This is really good feeling. The buttons are quality. I would look that shirt up right away. Does Nifty have a way to input the cost of goods on your items at once? I do average cost of goods, so I don't want to input each item cost of goods. Good question. I feel like they probably should. So on Nifty, I'm gonna go to my analytics, and then you can come right here, cost of goods. I wonder if I can, because you can edit it right here. I wonder if I can edit all 50 items. Edit. Um, what I do 525. 525 for everything. I don't know. I don't know if I can. It would be nice because I need to do that too. I need to do cost of goods and just do everything cost of goods. Let's see if I can edit. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I can do like, do any of you guys know? Because what I need to do is 525 for all my cost of goods. So once I do that, then it gives me a more realistic price. So like right here. Oh shoot. Right here, Peter Millar Crown Crafted shorts. They sold for 25. The shipping was collected by eBay, paid in the marketplace, and then it was promoted. So eBay took out that and that cost of goods. Total profit 19, whatever. But I got to take out the shipping too. So I'm not sure if I could put in the 525. 525. 16 costs outside of marketplace, cost of goods. Shipping collected, yeah, I gotta do the shipping. Um, I gotta do the shipping. Shipping expenses, yeah, I need to import that. Sales price. Yeah, so I don't know. I would need to I need to go in there, but it wouldn't be hard if you just do a little bit of work every day. You could just come in here and do it every day. You're shipping, how much it costs, da 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 da. You could do it every day. It'd take like a couple minutes. You could even hire someone. Oh shoot, I didn't even show you. I wasn't even on that screen. Um, my bad. Was I on that screen? So here you go. You have your item, how much it sold for, all that stuff. It was promoted. Then you can enter in the cost of goods, like right here. So 525. And let's say this is a Drake shirt. It's going to probably cost shipping expense. That one's probably going to cost 670 to ship and save it. So the total profit on that shirt. Um, oh, whoops! That was my bad. Was not 55. That shirt actually cost me more. That shirt, but I'm gonna put 525 because that's my average cost of good. 525, and then they'll give you more accurate actual profit for the end of the year. Ooh, lots of questions. Good. Do you hit all the stores in town, or do you, just like me, just go to frequent and few and know the good ones? So all of our stores are pretty hit and miss. I will say in the richer part of towns, you do get more really good quality items. But the problem also with that is you get a ton of thrifters in those stores and resellers. So when they roll out a cart, instantly there's going to be people on it. Now, if I go down to other parts of my city, there will be carts that they roll out. They'll take the stuff off and put it on the racks. It might be there for a day because people just don't go to them. And the thing about those stores are they don't get a ton of donations, so they import all their inventory from other stores and bring it down to those stores. So you'll see good items still in those stores, quality items. No, makes more sense to go on sale days and trying to get those for cheaper. Way less time consuming. Yeah, we don't have sale days. When we had sale days here at our Goodwill, we'd have 2 sale days a month. We'd have Sundays where all the tags of the week before they took them would be 99 cents, and then we'd have a half off day once a month where everything in the store was half off, and it was just chaos. It wasn't worth it for me. I always say I'd rather pay $5 and have the pick of the litter than go in there and pay 250 and be just overcrowded and not even get great stuff. We visited Cincinnati a few months back. I was very disappointed in their thrift stores. Yeah, me too. I like Indy better. Indy and Chicago I like better than Cincinnati. I tried Instagram, so the pics. Okay, so let's look on Instagram. The pics came through on Instagram of the what the Villa Queen. Villa Queen. I don't have any new messages on Instagram, so I don't see it. Somebody sent me a message. Uh, they need that option really, really badly. I know. They're ever heard of Viella, yes. Looks like they do collabs. So Viella. I used to pick up their wool shirts. So they have button-up shirts. They're wool. They were very expensive at one time. I don't know how well they sell now. I don't see them. What's up? Do you take photos and list on the eBay app first, and then do you cross list the Nifty, or do you take photos and do it on Nifty? So what you can do, what I do is I list on my phone. So what you could do is bulk generate. You can bulk generate and put in all your photos here, and Nifty will generate your item just like Tech came out with that new like AI generator. Nifty already has that. You're already paying for it. So you can put in all your photos and it will do bulk generate and it will throw it on all the platforms. I don't do that. I list on my app on eBay and then I just cross list from there. That's what I do right now. That's not to say I won't do that in the future, but that's what I do right now. That's like how it is here. Sometimes you go in the most ghetto area and find some really nice stuff because they're bringing it from other trucks. That's exactly. And I know that for a fact for multiple reasons. Number one, the managers tell me. Number two, I'll find high school stuff from 30 or 40 minutes away in those stores in the city, like athletic shirts, like so and so high school track team. That's not going to be down there unless they put it down there and port it down there. And the better areas have tons of resellers. Exactly. So, all right, guys, we did all the nifty stuff. We did all the book work. We looked at some of the sales and all that sort of stuff. Just kind of what I wanted to do. Appreciate you guys being in here. Just a little hour and 30 minutes of talk time. Um, Again, Monday I will not be live, going to a funeral. But I might be live tomorrow doing all my packing. I'm definitely going to do packing and shipping live at some point, either tomorrow, maybe Monday afternoon. I really don't know, but appreciate all you guys. If you ever have any questions, just DM me. Let me make sure my IG. I never got that picture. Yeah, I never got it. Never got.